Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. As you can see, we're still kind of running lean on the green circuits. And one of the things I want to fix is the fact that this extractor of iron on this side of the green circuit build is also sending iron down to the shopping mall. Right now it's not an issue because this belt is completely backed up, but whenever I take any significant quantity of stuff from there, half of the iron is going to get sent down this line, and I don't want that iron to be prioritized or have equal priority, I would say, with the green circuits. So what I'd like to do right now is put another extractor over here, or perhaps we could even just do, let's do another extractor over here. And then this one will be dedicated to, no, actually I need to move this over. Yeah, so it'll be like that. And then this one will be dedicated to the make everything area, or the mall, if you prefer. And that way I can make sure that my circuits are always going to get material before the shopping mall does. Which is how I would prefer it to be. Alright, so we can just run that over there and then remove these undergrounds. I think that'll be better. And the reason for the prioritization is pretty obvious. We use the iron to make green circuits, and those green circuits get used for all of our science, and I want science to have priority over the production of supplies. Okay, so that being done, you can see that we have a pretty anemic iron production right now, and it's just because we don't have a lot of ore coming in. If we look at our belts, our supply of ore is fairly low, and like I mentioned before, we've already tapped everything that we can here close to the base. We do have this patch up here, which I could grab that and bring that down, bring belts down. But I would need to bring it down. I would really need to bring it all the way down here in order to feed it into the existing belt system for the rest of the iron lines. And that might be kind of a pain. Especially now that I have these trains in the way, so I can't. If I brought 4 belts down here, I could then merge those 4 belts into each of these 4 belts. That might not be so bad. But then again, I'm already set up for trains. So, yeah, let's go ahead and grab that patch up there and bring it down with belts. Before we set up the train. Just because I'm going to end up grabbing this anyway. No, let's do the train. Sorry, I'm going back and forth here. I'm just trying to think of what the best long-term solution is going to be, and that is the train. Okay, I did make my new power armor, so I'm going to go ahead and take all this stuff out of the modular armor that I have been doing and replace that with the power armor. That gives me more inventory slots, which is great. And then I'll get rid of the modular, and then we'll put these, oops, put these roboports back in. Put those in there, put those in there. Those are going to have to recharge. Now, I actually do have another roboport in inventory. It's not the Mark II, though. It's the Mark I. So let me pull that out of storage so I can use 4 of those now. There we go. That'll allow me to control 40 bots. I really should start upgrading to the Mark II, but I think, yeah, I don't have that research yet. But I can make an exoskeleton now, which is great. So let's get one of those done as well. That's going to need some electric engines, which I have down here. Okay, that gives me 20. I need 30, so we'll come back and grab some more. And then I'm going to need 10 of these. I can get rid of those. I can get rid of batteries. Okay, there's 30. All right, and now I just need some steel plate. All right, great. Let's take a few seconds to make. All right, and then we'll start running some rail for an iron outpost. Okay, now these might not work all the time because I can't hold a lot of charge in my batteries, and whatever charge I do have will get used up fairly quickly, but it'll help a little bit at least. Let me grab some more rail. I've got signals, I've got train stops. Yeah, so I think I'll just grab about 1,000 pieces of rail. I should probably grab some more. I'll grab another stack of each type of signal. That should be enough. Oh, and I should also get more mining drills. Let's get 100. I've got 50 on me now. Here they come. Okay. Actually, I might want more than 100. All right, 182. That should do it. Okay, so we've already got the 4-way track set up where we need it. So we'll just need to go and create a junction at the appropriate place. Just like we did with the coal, we'll have a 4-way to 2-way, or 4-lane to 2-lane junction. Okay, and I already have a train here for iron, so this is the one that we'll use. Main iron, inventory empty. That is iron, right? Yep. Okay, so we'll go straight down, and then we are going to turn to the right. My left, but turn right from the perspective of the train. Okay. Now let's see if we can plan a little better this time. Yeah, so I think if I bring the 2 rails down here, I won't interfere with the edges of the patch like I did with the coal. All right, so the first thing I need to do is I need to clear the existing signals, at least from this center portion, because those would be in the way of the signals on the junction blueprint. Okay, yeah, so it's going to have to be here actually. Yep, so I need to clear those signals as well. Here we go. All right, that looks good. And you've probably noticed that I have red and green signal wire on all these power poles. That's by design. When you put signal wire in a blueprint, you don't actually have to spend the material to put it in place. You get those kind of for free. So it doesn't, it doesn't cost you anything to add it to your blueprints. If it wasn't in your blueprint and you wanted to add it later, then you would have to craft it first or have it in your inventory. So this way you kind of get it for free, and it's there if and when you want to use it. Okay. Now let's clear some trees. Find the edge of the outpost, or the edge of the patch. Alright, which is right here. Yeah, so actually I think if I just ran this rail straight down and then looped it back, that should work out just fine. Make it nice and simple. So let's go ahead and do that. So now I just need the 2 lanes straight. And we'll put down, whoops. Let's say 3 of those. And then I'll put my loop in down there. Alright, and then let's make this trees and rocks only. We'll clear out the trees down the middle. I think my guys need a recharge, so I'll start picking them up. Okay. That looks very good. So let's bring the train down. And this actually looks like it could be a good place for the stop to be. I want the cargo wagons to be roughly in the center of the patch, and that looks pretty close to the middle. So I think we'll actually put our rail station right here. Okay, and this is going to be called Iron 1. Alright. Charge, guys, charge. Okay, and then we'll need to move this signal. We just want to align that with the back of the train. Now I'm probably going to want to have a stacker here at some point, but I don't need it right now. And I do have enough room up here that I can add one later. And we basically need a stacker anytime we're going to have more than 1 or 2 trains going into the same station. All right, so I'm going to pick this up. I'm also going to, no, I can leave those. I can leave the power poles. And then here we'll place a loop. And I want this to come all the way out to here. Looks like the shortest distance we can get back there. Okay. And then we can also set up a passenger station. Let's see. I don't know if I need a signal there. So let's copy that section. And this will be for a passenger station. Just have to figure out the best way to join up here, and I think it's going to be to do this. But that means that my passenger station is not going to hold 4 trains, which I don't know if I want. All right, so let's lay this out again. Let's go to iron 1. Until full. Okay. Yeah, and I have to move this signal. I got that in the wrong place. Right there. Okay. Yeah, so let me move all of this down a bit. Right about there looks good. I really can't wait until I get that fusion reactor. I might even make 2 of them. Okay. Whoops. There we go. And then we'll put, we can put chain signals right there. All right. And now if I put a station over here for a passenger train right in front of that chain signal, we'll be okay. All right. So this is going to be, whoops. All right. I keep pressing the wrong button. Shift. There we go. It's going to be iron 1 PAX. Okay, and then we want to get a signal on the tail end. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we can put those right there. Okay, so the train station is set. I'm going to go ahead and bring my own personal train over there. That way this train can go and I'll have a ride back. All right, so next task is to start laying in some mining drills. Actually, I think this might be faster if I use bots. So I'll go ahead and clear all this. And then in the meantime, let's copy our loading station design from the coal station, minus the gun. And minus that curved rail. All right, there we go. Okay, and I need an arithmetic combinator. And since before I set this with an each condition, I won't have to change anything on there. And these are looking for everything, so I shouldn't have to change anything on these settings. They should work the same way, even though it's now going to be iron instead of coal. Okay, so let's start putting in some mining drills. And we'll set the first row here. And we'll do 20 per side to begin with. To bring the belts in down here so I don't have to run against it. Okay, let's collect the bots and then we'll put in power poles. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and continue to use wood power poles. Because I've got a lot of them and they're cheap, and I really don't have anything else to do with all the wood that I'm making besides making wooden chests and these power poles. Okay, and then I think what we'll do is we'll set this up with 4 belts. And then we'll balance them down here. All right, so I'll make 1 more of these above it and 2 more below it. We'll put a couple lights here. We should make a radar. And then I'll place a few turrets around as well to keep the area protected. So I'll continue to work on that. And it should all be ready for the next episode. As always, if you have questions or comments, please let me know. I'd be happy to hear from you. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.